Uwe Diegel, thank you for joining us. You are a healthcare entrepreneur, and today you were speaking to us about a cultural revolution that is right on our doorstep. Can you paint a picture of the coming years?
Well, technology is moving so fast now that it's very difficult to predict what the future is going to bring. Even myself, we tend to think now in terms of 2 years, 3 years. Previously, we used to think in terms of 10 years, 15 years. The fact is that now everybody has access to a smartphone, which is 1,000 times more powerful than a Cray supercomputer of 1974. It's in the hands of everybody. Everybody's using it. So in the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to have a revolution in terms of usage of technology. And what is more important is that this technology is going to enter through the back door. You won't actually question it. Very much like today when you buy a computer, you don't question, does my computer have internet? It's an obvious thing. But, you know, I grew up without internet on my computers, and now it just seems heresy to even ask, will my computer have internet?
That sounds like it's all very obvious, but still you say there are some fears among people about this new technology, and there's a little bit of a resistance, and even though all this technology is in the hands of everyone, that's only in theory, because in practice you see some different things.
Absolutely. I have coined a word which I called revoluxury. We have all the technology at our disposal. It's available. We haven't yet learned how to use it. Because it's new, people fear it. At the moment, there's a big fear, especially in Europe, on data safety. Everybody's busy shaking the ghost of data safety, that we're going to steal your data and sell it to insurance companies and make money from your diseases. But in fact, no. I mean, in fact, paradoxically, if your insurance had your data, it would be able to offer you a better service. It would say, here, you have diabetes, I have a solution for you for your diabetes. It will cost you less, it will cost me less, and I become your partner in management of your disease, which means that you'll stay with me for longer. So you have all these idiosyncrasies between the real usage of data and what people think people are going to do with data. In fact, I think the word cloud is very badly chosen, because a cloud is a negative word. A cloud brings the storm. It's fearful. It's a nasty word. They should have called it something a little bit more positive, but unfortunately we are today with this leftover negative impact of the word cloud. But there's other technologies that are arriving. DNA. I mean, analyzing DNA is going to change everything for us in the future. As I said earlier, DNA is basically the instruction book for writing life. All right. Now we've deciphered recently the alphabet for DNA, but the next step is to actually start using this alphabet to write new adventures, new books. Imagine that you would be able to choose the color. It's not necessarily a good thing, but imagine that you'd be able to choose the color of the hair of your children. Or imagine that you'd be able to cure, that's the more silly part, but imagine you'd be able to eliminate a disease before it actually has a chance to develop. That's what DNA is going to allow us to do. Then we have 3D printing from stem cells. I know in Russia they're busy printing a heart from stem cells. In Israel they're printing a liver from stem cells. 4 years ago we implanted a bladder for the first time, printed from stem cells. And the fact that it's printed from stem cells, it means that there's zero rejection. And these things were science fiction a couple of years ago. And now they are near reality. Today we have access to the technology. We still have to find the right and correct way to use the technology.
Very clear. Thank you.